Morning, fam. Modern day caveman here. So, I hope you enjoyed that ARC video. That thing was crazy. I mean, I couldn't even do it justice. I know the video was long, but it was just so much. It was so much that I tried to get in there, and I cut out way over half of it, like over half the footage. I was thinking about making it into 2 parts, but I put out what I could. It was an awesome sight. My recommendation is to go see it. Like, to plan a trip. You can spend the whole day there, the whole day. Like, it is awesome. It is very awesome. God is amazing. God is amazing. So I wanted to tell you about what happened to me. So I got sick, and so a couple Mondays ago, about 2 weeks ago, we was in a house, and the house that I was showing you that we were demolishing, like the demo, and taking the stuff out. And upstairs in the basement, now the house is really, really old. It's about I think it was built in the 1940s, 1950s, somewhere around there. And we took off this cardboard up from the attic, and when I took this board down, this old black insulation just fell on my head. It literally fell on top of my head, and it's got all over my skin. And I had a long shirt on like this, a long sleeve shirt on, so it got like right here in my neck, and it got on my arms. It went through, some of it got on my arms, and I breathed it in too. So for that day, I was like trying to get it out. Like for the rest of the day, I was just like, I could feel it in my nose, I could feel it in my skin. So when I went home, I took a shower, and one of my coworkers was like, "Dude, don't take a hot shower with that stuff. Take a cold shower to try to get that stuff out." And so I was like, all right. So I took a cold shower, and I like used some Q-tips and got up my nose and stuff. But I can still feel it on my skin, and I can still feel it in my throat. And so the next day, my skin was still prickly, and my throat was irritated. And then the following day, I started getting a sore throat. So then by the time the weekend got there, I was like sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a sore throat, and I was kind of stuffy, but it didn't feel like a cold. It felt different. It just felt different. And so the following Monday, and it's a week later, I feel crappy. So that Monday, the next Monday, it's a week later, a Monday comes around, and I'm like, okay, I feel like crap. I really do. I feel like crap. But I go to work. I troop it out. I'm trying to work it out, right? And my boss asked me what's going on. I'm like, dude, I'm sick. I'm tired. I just don't feel good. So the next day, Tuesday, I can't go to work because I can't hardly, my throat is sore. I can't hardly breathe. And this is when I shoot that first video out, said I'm kind of sick. I'm sick, but I'm okay. So Wednesday, it was, I couldn't breathe. Like, I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I can't breathe. Like, I couldn't take a deep breath, and I didn't have a fever. That was another thing. I didn't have a fever. So I called my cousin, and she's a nurse practitioner, and I was like, hey, what's going on? And so she, I told her. She told me go to the urgent care. So I went to urgent care, and I saw this. I think he said he was a PA, and I told him what was going on. I told him what I thought what it was. I think it was the fiberglass because I don't feel sick. They took my temperature. They took a COVID test and a flu test because he thought I might have the COVID or the flu, and both of them came back negative. And then I was like, dude, I said, you don't have an X-ray machine? And he was like, no, we don't have an X-ray. He said, I think it's just, a little cold. And they didn't, and he didn't even give me antibiotics or anything. The only thing he gave me was some Flonase and some kind of pearls. It was like a cough suppressant because I've got a cough. I developed a cough, but nothing was coming up. And so he told me to go buy some Sudafed and some Mucinex over the counter. And I was like, all right. So I went to the store and I bought those. And I came back that day and I started taking that stuff. And I woke up Thursday morning, and it was way worse. Like, it was worse than it was the day before, and my cousin was like, "You need to go to the hospital. Like, call an ambulance," because I couldn't breathe. Like, I just couldn't breathe at all this time. Like, I could barely take a breath. And so, as you see, I still got a cough. So I ended up going to the hospital, and they took chest x-rays, and turns out that I got bronchitis. And it's not bacterial, you know, like viral. It's from they think that it's from the fiberglass. And I inhaled it, and I got my sinuses that are infected or irritated. My tonsils are irritated, are inflamed. My sinuses were inflamed, my tonsils were inflamed, and my bronchial tubes. He said that they were kind of inflamed, and he said that they gave me some antibiotics and some cough syrup, some stronger cough syrup, and he was, I guess he told me that as long as it's in right now it's just in my bronchial tubes, and he said as long as it doesn't go to your lungs we'll be all right. But he says I think we can catch it. But they were worried about the fiberglass. That's what they think it was. It's just the fiberglass. And so I asked him how long it'll last, and he said it could last from 2 days to 2 months. For real, he was like, there's no telling how long it's going to take for that stuff to come out. Now, mind you, I had a mask on because I'm working around like guys anyways, and then whenever we're in a closed room, everybody has to wear a mask. But I just had one of those medical masks on, you know, just a regular mask, just a medical mask. I didn't have an N95 mask, and we got N95s, and I had an N95 in the car, but I didn't know that when I pulled this thing down, all that fiberglass was going, all that insulation was going to be behind there. So and then like once we started pulling out, you know, it's hitting the ground and it's in the air. That stuff was terrible. So we've now mandated that if we're going to be tearing out stuff that's possible insulation, we got to wear N95s. We got to wear N95 masks. So we ordered some. Actually, we bought some from Home Depot, and I went and got some from Walgreens. Yeah, Walgreens. You know, they're giving them out for free, thanks to President Biden. So I got a few of those from Walgreens. I'm gonna go get some more just so we can have them. They're passing them out everywhere, like Walgreens, Walmart, CVS. I think somewhere, but that's where I've been going. I got a few of them, so I'm gonna get some more. But I've been. Yesterday was just the third Monday. It's 2 weeks from the incident. I went to work yesterday, and I'm still having problems breathing. Like I can't be as active as I was because I don't have any breath. And you see, I still got a cough. I'm hoping it goes away, and they're hoping it doesn't go down to my lungs. It hasn't. It seems like it's still right here. It hasn't went down further. So we're fighting it. I'm doing this round of heavy antibiotics, and I'm hoping that it works. So that's what's up. That's what happened. I'm just giving you an update on what really happened, and that's why I was sick. That's how I got sick. So be careful when you guys are messing around with insulation. That was a lesson that I learned. Hopefully I don't have any long-term ramifications from that. Hopefully. So we'll see. We'll just got to monitor it and try to keep it under control. So, you know, I got to say it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the notification button. Oh, God. Excuse me. Excuse me. Wow. Whew. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. Peace. One love.